Hello, everybody. Welcome to
the perception towards a more positive outlook. So even though I have this distress,
I had heart bypass surgery, and then it just kept continuing. I've had 4 open heart surgeries.
This is Chris.
on our way to our investigation out in Sound Beach. We're here in a house in Massapequa to do an investigation. Any one of you have a question? She's a mature woman. It's an older woman. Older styled hair. She's going to confirm it, but that's exactly what it is. It's an older woman that's been here for a long time.
Yes, her name is Mary.
Is your name Mary? Make the flashlight light if your name is Mary.
Mary. Thank you. Welcome to the Casper Paranormal View. I am Chris. Angela's over there, and our special guest, Maria. We are going to listen and learn from this young lady that's over here. And we have the 2 aliens in the back over there. Say hello, aliens.
Hello.
All right.
Hello, ladies.
They did that well. We practiced that, by the way.
They were in sync.
Yes, that was very good. So, Maria, tell us this Mystic Insights Tarot.
Right.
Where did you come up with that name?
Oh, after writing lists of all different names and saying them out loud and showing them to other people. Originally, it was just Mystic Insights. It was Mystic Insights, Intuitive Guidance, and Empowerment through Tarot. And I worked with a partner. And then the partner left, and I decided to stay on myself, and I decided to change the name around to Mystic Insights Tarot, Intuitive Guidance, and Empowerment.
I can't pronounce that. I can't do that.
That's very long.
No.
I wanted the name to give folks an idea of what I do just by reading the name itself. You know, maybe not having heard of me and say, gee, what does, Maria Mas do? Well, Mystic Insights Tarot, Intuitive Guidance, and Empowerment tells you that I give you intuitive guidance and empowerment through tarot.
That's a mouthful, though, to remember.
Yeah, it is.
Mine's nice and easy.
Just have to remember mysticinsightstarot.com. That's my website.
There you go. Make sure you visit it, but not yet. Okay, wait till we...
We'll repost again later.
Yes. Although she's already reposted the .com on the chat thing here. It looks like it came into a link, too.
Alien
press on it.
jumped the gun.
It goes right on there. Good job.
Good typist.
Yes, absolutely.
Quick.
Fast fingers.
So we're here to talk about exactly what you do. You have about 40 decks on the table here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I exaggerate, I'm sorry. 5 decks. I'm assuming they're all the same?
Oh, no.
Oh, all right. Well, then why don't you tell us, I don't know the difference between these decks.
Okay, well, we have my tried and true Radiant Rider deck.
Radiant Rider.
Radiant Rider weight deck. And this is a tarot deck, and it's based on the Universal Weight, which is the classic Rider Waite deck. Okay, but the difference of this one is all the tarot cards, the different versions, they'll have different designs on the back side. And there may be some variation to the coloration as far as the brightness or dullness of the colors. And I like the Radiant deck because the colors are very vibrant. So it's your basic Rider Waite deck, but it has much more vibrant colors. So that's why I like this deck.
Interesting.
Okay. Then we have here my Archangel's Oracle card deck. This is not a tarot deck, it's an Oracle deck.
And there's a difference.
And there is a difference. Tarot cards are an old system that's been around for centuries. Okay, no one really knows how long the tarot cards have been around.
But how long do you think they've been around? Do you know?
Probably somewhere through the 1500s.
And excuse me
That's
for all
what
you
I
gypsies out there, but is that what like the gypsies used to use back in the day?
They believe that there's different variations to the story. There are some people that believe that the gypsies helped spread the use of the tarot cards for divination. Originally, the tarot cards were a deck that was created for the elite, for the aristocrats, and it was called Taroki, and it was actually a card game. It wasn't used for divination.
Wow.
Right, so it wasn't until later on that it began to be used.
Card game like poker?
You know, I'm not familiar with the game, but I believe from what I've learned, actually, there was mostly the trumps. I think they played mostly with the trumps, which would be the major arcana part of the deck. And then later on, somebody decided to add in the court cards and the I guess the pip cards, and I'm really not up on the history of it all. I'm just telling you from what I remember.
Right.
You can look this up and read it online. But it was basically, it started from a tarot, a game called Taroki in Italy for the aristocrats, and then people began to see other uses for it, and some people say the gypsies started using it for divination, and that's how it spread and eventually made it to where we use it today.
Taroki.
But you know, one thing
You go in the bar and you sing.
Really?
It's called Taroki.
for a deck to have lasted, a deck of cards to have been modified and used over and over again, and so many people put their own design and their own flair. So many different artists put their own spin on these decks, and it's widespread use all over the world. There must be something to it. How
Like
does
Chinese
something
ancient medicine.
right? Like how does it last?
You're right. There's got to be some truth to it because
You're getting something from it.
it works apparently, or else it would have been gone long ago.
Exactly.
So I don't know. I don't understand it, but you're right. It's got to work. I've seen people like Anu do readings,
Right.
and she's spot on, right? I mean,
Right.
believe it or not, she's spot on. I don't know how it works.
And I don't know exactly which deck she has, but it's one of the Rider decks.
I'm not sure.
The difference, see, there's other tarot decks that are not based on Rider Waite. Rider Waite it was Alfred Edward Waite. I hope I'm not getting his name wrong. He was the person that created the deck, and he had an artist, Pamela Coleman Smith, do all the paintings. And what he did to make the cards unique, because before that, I believe there was the Tarot of the Messiah, which was from France. The cards that they call the pip cards, which are the aces through tens, they didn't have explicit pictures on them and pictures with detail and different scenes. They just had whatever the suit was, whether it was swords, whether it was wands, batons, whatever some people call them wands, some call them batons.
Right.
The pentacles, the cups. They didn't have these scenes that are so, you look at the picture and, look at this one right here, for example, the Four of Pentacles. It has a very unique scene to it. And then let me pick it. Oh, here's another four, the Four of Swords. Very different, okay?
Right.
So each card, here's a Page of Pentacles, a different picture. Ten of Cups, another different picture. Now, in the like the Tarot of the Messiah, you would have maybe all 10 cups on the card, but you wouldn't see this happy couple standing there looking like they're having a grand old time.
Yeah,
the cups are made to look like it's a rainbow, and they have the children, and
It's good fortune for them.
everything is good. You know that this is a good card by looking at it. And there really are no good or negative cards. It's another whole topic. But when you look at this immediately, you're thinking happiness, a happy family. Okay.
No.
Where
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
When you read and you pick up this card,
Mhm.
you interpret it to. It should be on vibrate. Who did that? Is that you, Alien? Too?
They actually started in the 15th century.
So my question
14th
is.
to 15th. I'm not sure exactly.
At least
My question is, do you interpret this, like say for instance Annie was sitting here
Right.
and she picked up this card, would she interpret this different than you?
Probably not, because the basic overall meaning of that card reflects happiness.
That's what I'm curious. Yeah,
So
I'm curious
I would
about
think,
that.
you're really not going to get a feeling of sadness no matter what looking at this card. I mean, if the card's reversed, well, now it could have an opposite meaning.
No, is that possible? Even if you
Yeah.
pick the card out of the deck and it's reversed?
Yeah, if the card's reversed, and some readers don't read reverse cards. They'll just turn all the cards right side up. And that's a decision you have to make before you actually shuffle and get into your meditation, whatever you're
You got
gonna
that?
do to tune
Yeah.
in. You have to decide, am I going to pay attention to reversals or not?
And do you?
I do usually, okay, but it depends also. See, like this is one of the numbered cards, what they call the pip cards. That's not a card that's important as in strong in the reading as a major card is. So you're going to want to pay more attention to if a major card is reversed than a pip card is reversed. Sometimes, I go by my feelings too. I don't just read verbatim of what I was taught, that this card means this, this, and this, and this one means that.
You have to go with your gut.
You
have to
go
with
with,
your feeling.
right, and it gets more involved, and it's based on my feelings. And if I feel drawn to a certain card that's reversed, and I feel like that, I have to look at it as reversed, well then I will. If I feel like it's not really grabbing me, then I may read it the way it would be right side up. So that's just a decision that I make. I read intuitively, I go with my gut, I have the foundation and all the meanings of the cards, the traditional method, and then I build on it from there with my own instincts.
Now the angel cards you said are different than
Very
the
different
tarot.
than the tarot cards, okay?
By the way, everybody, while she's going to pick up that, it's 516-810-8940 to get in touch with Maria for a reading. And you also have a show?
Oh, yes. I'm on a radio show, weekly radio show. Airs Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern. It's called the Angels Monday Radio Show via Blog Talk Radio, and it's part of the New Life Radio Network. So we're on every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Absolutely. I listened to it. It's a good show.
Thank you.
What else, before you pick up that angel card and explain that, what else have you done? Have you been on different type of shows? Have you been guests on the show? Or, have you done stuff like that?
Other shows I've been on Channel 20 Public Access TV, program called Exploring Your Emotions. And I've been on there about 3 times, and we've talked about how I use tarot cards. We actually did a show right just before the Obama and Romney election, and I pulled some cards on that, and that was a fun show. And I'm not a political type, so actually I was a good person to draw cards, because as far as I was concerned, I wasn't going to be strong in my opinion either way. So I definitely just let it flow, and not that I didn't have opinions. Everybody has opinions, but I wasn't so strong on it as somebody that's really heavily into their politics, where you may say, okay, well, you have a bias now when you're reading the cards. You may read something into it that's not there. I pretty much was neutral, so I was probably a good person to choose to read on that topic.
Now, here is an angel, and here is an angel. So I'm assuming that you believe in angels.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay, so why don't you tell us about this deck?
Okay, this is my tarot deck, my Radiant Rider deck, and my Archangel's Oracle deck. This is put together by a person by the name of Dr. Doreen Virtue. She's a PhD, and she's a therapist, and she's an author, and she also uses the decks in her practice. And now she's very well known in this field as far as angel readings go. And that's where I got my certification from. I'm a certified angel card reader through Doreen Virtue, PhD. So I took her course, okay? And the Archangel Oracle deck is a deck of 44 cards, where you have your tarot deck is 78 cards. This is a deck of 44 cards. And the reason why she chose 44 is because 44 is what is believed to be an angel number, okay?
All right, here comes the cynical part of me.
Okay.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Well, and who would determine that 44 is the angel number?
Okay. Well, I guess people like her that have worked with this over the years. What happens is you could probably choose any number, per se, that you want to be your number.
Right.
And when you talk to your angels, say, please, if you show me number 33, it means that I'm right on about this. And if I see 55, well, I better watch out.
22 is my number.
So you can kind of program it that way, just in your own subconscious and when you work with your angels. But 44 was derived because what happens is 44 is one of the master numbers. And 4s mean you're supported, and that in numerology that you have a strong foundation. And 44 is like just a higher vibration of the single digit 4. So they feel like your angels support you. So that's where 44 has come in to be the angel's number. It means that your angels are around you and supporting you.
You're very knowledgeable.
Okay.
I have this. I was always told that 22.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Okay,
say,
22.
22, but
And
you
that's my
doubled
favorite
it.
number.
It's twice as
Right, but now
right.
it's 44.
Correct.
Well,
So
there-
I'm wondering if there's something to that.
There are different master numbers, and I'm not a numerologist.
Mhm.
See, Dax Carlisle would be a good person for you to have, even though he's all the way in Tucson. He's the other co-host when I do the Angels Monday show, because he is a numerologist, and he could go into a lot more detail when it comes
Right.
to numbers. But 22 is also one of the master numbers as well. And let's see, 11 is the master illuminator, and 22, I think that's what they call the master builder. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. And I think 33 is the master teacher. Okay, when you get into 44, now there's more support, so, because 4s are about a strong foundation. So if you have 4-4, or you have 444 is really what's believed to be the angel number, 444.
I have a good question for
Okay.
you now that you brought that
Mhm.
444
Mhm.
up. You know what I'm going to say next? Anybody know?
The 666 number?
Right.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Right.
Really? I want to know. Because is that real?
666, that's again another thing of faith, that you believe in that kind of thing. Some people say it's the sign of the beast.
Right.
Okay,
I mean, what beast?
I don't-
Like cat or what?
I don't really care to acknowledge Satan,
Right.
as far as I'm concerned, okay, yes, there was a Lucifer. Lucifer is a fallen angel. Is he so powerful? Obviously not, because they booted him out of heaven, right?
Right.
So,
He's booted.
I don't care to give him any energy, so
Yeah, I guess
666 to
glorifying
me.
him in that way would
666 to me would say, okay, you gotta start reestablishing balance in your life, because sixes are a good home number. It's a good number to have on the address of a house, because it reflects, 6 reflects harmony and balance. Yeah, and that's how the pip cards now, when you read tarot, you're not just reading, you could by all means just not learn any of the traditional methods. If you're very intuitive and if you're very psychic, you can look at these cards and use them as a springboard just from the imagery that's on
Sure.
there, the colors, everything else. But if you really put it all together, like here was the card, the 4 of Pentacles, you have the Pentacles, okay, which are the symbol for earth. Okay, and that refers to money, and it could refer to the physical body. Okay, it could refer to anything that has to do with money and finances. Okay, then you have the number 4. Okay, when you read this card, 4, like I said, is, what did I say 4 was?
Yeah, but
I'm gonna check your
wait,
learning
listen.
that.
I would look at this card right
Okay.
here, and of course I don't know anything about tarot. I would actually, if I was to read the picture,
Right.
I wouldn't say this man is coming into money. I would say this man is more
Holding on
holds
to
his money, holds his money,
Right.
is more stingy. Like
Good.
that's how
Good
that's how
interpretation.
I would read this card
Okay.
right here. That's,
Yeah, so it's somebody
it's a strong
here
feeling,
that
actually.
feels like they have to hold on to their money. They could be, this could be perceived as
This could be fun.
being a bit of a miser. You could say this fellow is a bit of a miser.
Right,
Okay,
exactly.
now 4,
Stingy
think
is
of
my
the
word.
4 in numerology. 4s are about structure, a strong foundation. It doesn't want to budge. It doesn't want to move. There's no flow in. There's no flow out. There's a lot of interpretations. You could say that this person, he's
Set in his ways, wants to hold on.
exactly. There's a lot of right. You could go on and on when it comes to that. So that's
I like
the
that.
idea of how it works. So there's numerology in there. There's astrology in the cards. There's colors. Because colors definitely have an emotional response from people.
Oh, yeah, without
okay,
doubt.
as far as colors go. So what colors jump out at you? You could do a reading, and this card could land. It depends if you're doing a spread. If you're somebody that's into working a specific spread, where each place that you place the card has a meaning. On top of the cards, many different meanings. You could look at it and you could say, well, right now today the yellow is just really catching my eye in this card. And
it's funny because the blue background,
Mhm.
blue is my favorite color, but
Mhm.
the blue background actually catches mine as more of a
Mhm.
peaceful background.
Right, and today it may catch your eye. Another day you may look at it and maybe the red his
You're right.
red boots grab your eye
You're
for
right.
some reason. So
That's why
when
each
you're
reading should be
reading, you
different.
have to look at all these things and what is catching your attention? What feelings are you getting from it? What ideas is it that come to you out of the blue that are not something that you're just sitting here contemplating, but things that
You're
just
right, though,
come
the more
to
you look at that, like you said, stingy guy, he's stepping on his money, which
Right.
means it's not
He's
gonna go
stamping it
anywhere.
down, right.
Yeah, he's holding down, yeah.
He's holding every one of them, except for the top one. The top coin.
Top one on his
Right.
head,
So he
balancing it on the top of
Yeah.
his head.
He may give a little, but still wants to hold on.
Yeah, he's holding on. And look, he's holding it right over
Mhm.
the heart chakra. Okay? It's right,
That's interesting.
that's security. Okay.
Okay, let's, it's 516-810-8940. If you ever want a reading outside the show. Tonight, will you do a phone reading for someone if they wanted it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Tonight, you have the opportunity to get a reading from Maria at 631-838-2166.
Your choice of cards?
But before that, Angelo,
The ones I feel drawn to.
anything new with you, seeing that we have every other week now that we're on the show?
I know, well, we missed last week, but we went out and we did a little mini investigation at a cemetery in, it's kind of on the island, it's between Bohemia and Great River, somewhere around there. I found this little cemetery. Chris and I went and strolled around it, and it was pretty odd things happening. There was, you're starting to hear voices in your head like, over here, over here, over here. So, yeah, it was kind of strange. It was an old style cemetery. There was no fences. It was just open off the road, and I said, I'm gonna come back to this one day, and we did. So it was kind of strange feelings going on there, and normally don't get them from cemeteries, except once.
Yeah.
We had someone pushed down right on our back.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So it was good. We had a great time, and we're gonna go back.
Great time. By the way, speaking of great time, Bellwood Paranormal, did you see his pictures that he had on the internet?
I saw the party.
Yeah.
In the cemetery, right?
I'm not really sure what that was about, Mr. Bellwood, but that,
Giving T-shirts to the dead.
you are the first. I thought that was good. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the photos. We have a friend on here that is from Bellwood Paranormal. That's in New Jersey, right? In the other side of the world, right?
Yeah.
And he had this, I don't know, get-together or whatever, with a tent and everything in the cemetery.
Yeah, that was pretty strange.
It was a
I had to do a double take. I'm like,
It was a party. It was a party. And I also did. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on there? It was a fundraiser for the cemetery.
oh
It
really?
was a fundraiser.
Very nice.
Yeah, it seemed kind of odd, I guess,
It is, but it was
Like,
a fundraiser
there's
for
a
the
party
cemetery,
going on
which is,
there?
I guess, pretty commendable.
Very, very good.
That makes
So-
perfect sense.
That's something to
Sure.
do. So Bellwood, thank you for doing that. It was interesting to. You're right there, Ange?
Yeah, a little clumsy.
Yeah. Angelo's a little clumsy today. All right, so this card, what deck is that?
Okay,
That's a cool
this
looking
is
deck.
another deck by Doreen Virtue, PhD, and this is called the Angel Therapy deck. And the Archangel deck has 15 different archangels depicted in it. They're about three of them each. So actually, this is like probably 45 cards. I think I probably lied to you.
That's okay. We'll let that go.
Lot of
This is,
people do.
most of the decks are 44.
It's not a lie if you tell the truth later, right?
She wanted to base it, I'm just realizing now I'm doing the math in my head, and most of the decks are 44 cards because of the reason I told
she
you. So
wanted
I
to
didn't
trick you
lie.
on this one.
This one is 45 cards, and that's because there are 15 archangels depicted here, and she wanted to have a fair balance of all of them, so each one appears 3 times, so that's 45. That's the only reason why this one deck happens to be 45 cards. The rest of them are based on what I told you, the
I need
44.
a calculator for that.
The 44 cards.
This was a deck, I just passed my hand over
Right.
it, and I felt
And you like
he
the-
come here, and I pulled the crown chakra
Crown chakra.
card out. Yeah.
Okay, well, the crown chakra, that's right around up here. That's your spirit. That's where spirit is entering. That's where spirit flows. That's where you're very connected with spirit when the crown chakra is open. That's where a lot of
Unfortunately, mine is very closed. Not willingly though. I'm
Well,
trying to open my crown chakra.
If
and-
you're working on that,
Yeah.
then that's why you pulled the card. It's showing that, you know, that this is something that you're working on.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, this is a 44 card deck, okay, and this is the Angel Therapy deck. And the differences with the cards in this deck is this one just has different archangels, and it'll say something like, this one says Archangel Gabriel, creative writing, and it has a little blurb on here that, and it says, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. And there'll be different statements to go with the different archangels that reflect how to work with those angels with their specific specialties, because each archangel has a specialty. So Archangel Gabriel's specialty is communication, and also is the archangel of parents and anybody that works with children, okay, and anybody in any line of work that has to do with communication. So that's how this deck works. When you get to the therapy deck, okay, now you're getting different topics. Like he got the, what was it, chakra?
Crown chakra.
Crown chakra. There's one here, look, I opened this one to books.
Next
Your
one
life,
down.
your life purpose here, here's the crown chakra.
Right.
Okay, and it says, pay attention to your ideas as they are messages of true divine guidance sent in answers to your prayers. So it's reminding you to pay attention of ideas that are coming to you from out of the blue. So if you're asking for guidance on something and then you're going about your business and you're doing some mundane task, and all of a sudden you get this flash of knowledge that comes to you from seemingly out of nowhere, and you're like, gee, why didn't I think of that before? That's the answer I've been looking for. Well, that's how Spirit is talking to you. And when your crown chakra is open, you get a lot of that. And Archangel Uriel is one of the archangels that's very connected with that.
Seems like an awful lot to remember.
Well, you know what? That's what's great about this deck.
So when I do my reading, I don't have to remember anything. It just comes to me and then it leaves right away.
That's
It leaves right away.
But you know what though too? Don't you have times where that can be a lot more draining to do readings that way than when
Oh,
you're
it's
reading
very-
with the
yeah.
cards?
It is very draining.
Because now you're really honing in on that person's energy, and everything you're getting in your reading is from Spirit and from that person's aura, their
Correct.
energy. So you're really working in overdrive there. That's gonna I could probably do more readings in a shorter amount of time with cards than you would probably as a psychic medium. You would probably need a little bit more time with a person, I would think, to get into their energy. Would you?
Yeah, that's why I do hour-long readings
Yeah.
typically.
But now, how do you work it when you're at an event where you're doing like shorter readings?
I do a shorter version.
It's-
But I just pretty much mainly do psychic part when I'm doing that.
More of
but,
that, yeah.
But whatever comes through, somebody may be very strong and it comes through. But if I'm doing a 15 or 20-minute reading, I have to. I just won't stop talking. I'll just blah, 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 and it just keeps on
It
coming
just
out.
comes. And do you probably find that sometimes you've said things, and do you remember everything that you say?
I don't remember anything I said.
None at all.
Actually, it's funny because people say that, like a lot of psychic mediums meditate and stuff.
Mhm.
I don't meditate.
Mhm.
I think I might meditate not knowingly, like as I'm doing.
Oh
the
yeah,
reading.
you're getting into that
As I'm
alpha state
doing
one
the
way or
reading.
the other.
Because when I do it,
Yeah.
matter of fact, if you ever listen to one of my readings on tape, it'll say, I don't remember anything. When you leave, it's gone. Or I may repeat myself 4 or 5 times with the same question to the person. And I'll say, you already asked me that. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't remember. Because I don't really remember my readings when I do it.
Because Spirit's speaking through you.
Right,
That's
and
where
I
the
don't
word
remember a
comes
lot of it, so when I go back on my recordings and I listen to it, I'm like, wow, that's cool. Or if I, when I have them transcribed and I look at them, it's interesting to read. Because to me, it's like reading something that somebody else did.
It's called spirit dementia.
Yeah,
And
no
you
doubt.
And you, I'm sure you're working with a spirit guide, whether you are doing it consciously
Right, or subconsciously.
or subconsciously. There's got to be.
Have you ever had
Connection
your
there.
aura done?
No, I haven't.
I have not. I have not either. Matter of fact, I as everybody knows that, yes, I am the biggest skeptic. I told Maria before I got on, I don't believe in anything.
That's
I
healthy.
don't believe in me. I don't believe in anything. That's just the way I am. And
I love that.
it's so difficult for me to comprehend what you or myself or anybody else out there does. So I don't. I shut down, like angels. I don't. How can an angel exist? I'm sure they do, or else angels have been around since how long? forever.
Forever,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
there has to be some truth to that too.
Right.
But I don't know it.
And
so
how many
I
different
don't,
religions?
I don't, right. And I don't
believe in
pretend.
angels. They transcend religion.
And certain don't. No angels, no statues.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
And there's got to be a reason.
You know-
Well, somebody keeps on calling, so we're going to find out who this is. Hello? Okay. We're on a show right now. Can I call you back in about an hour? Thank you. I have it on here. I'll call you right back.
What
Thank
you doing
you.
the show? Get a load of this.
That's great. That's what you get with that live show stuff. Somebody was trying to book a reading, so I hope I didn't lose it. But anyway.
But the angels, you know, I started working with them when I was going through a very difficult time with a lot of loss in my life. And I needed inspiration. And I had been working with my tarot cards, and then I just lost all, you know, my desire to work with them. And I knew that I couldn't let this happen. And back when Borders Bookstore was still open in Bohemia, I used to love to browse in there in the metaphysical section. And I walked into the store this one day, and I just prayed, and I said, God, you know, please, I need some inspiration. I need something to get me back. And I went over to that section, and that's where I came upon the book Healing with the Angels by Doreen Virtue. And I came upon this deck that day, the Archangel Oracle deck. And I took them both home. I read the book. I found the book very helpful. And then I started working with these cards. And I can't tell you the sense of well-being that came back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the sense that everything was going to be okay. And ever since then, I always work with the angels. I feel totally protected. I feel guided. I feel inspired. You know, not that I don't have my slumps, because I do, but it doesn't
Everybody
last as
does.
long. And the angels will help me snap out of it all the time. So that's why I started working with it.
The theory in my eyes is
Mhm.
if you truly believe,
Mhm.
then it'll work. That's the bottom line.
Mhm.
If you believe that this pen will bring you happiness always, if you keep it with you, then it will. That's just the way it works. I have stones that I keep in my pocket all the time, right? I don't leave the house without them. It's like somebody with a pack of cigarettes. I have to go back if I forget them.
Your crystals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't leave the house. I know they're in my pocket. I know it's okay. I know everything will be fine. I truly believe in them. I do. I believe in them. So they work for me. But if I gave this stone to somebody that just said it's a stone,
It would
then
be
it wouldn't work.
meaningless, right?
It wouldn't work.
Right.
So I believe that's how you feel about the cards and about some of the things that you have.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
as
I
anybody.
absolutely do.
You got to truly grasp the concept and believe in it inside your heart and soul. That's what I think.
And I do, yeah. It works very well.
So it's 516-810-8940. As you can see, I'm holding it way out here because I can't see. I left my glasses at home. If you want a reading by Maria, like I said, not tonight. Tonight, if you want a reading by her, you have to call 631-838-2166. And now, and due to the interest of time, because we only have 30 minutes left of the show, give a call right now, and you will be able to get a 1 or 2 card reading from Maria. So it's 631-838-2166. She's amazing. She has an amazing show, and you're very knowledgeable when it comes to this. Really knows a lot, don't
Do
you?
you teach this also?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I've taught a tarot 101 workshop last summer. I set up a little meetup, and I at a place where I do readings called Long Island Cooking and Islip. It's Long Island Cooking Cafe and Tea Room. That's the full name, and they're located at 454 Main Street in Islip. You can catch me there on Wednesday afternoons from 1 to 3:30. I'm there available for readings. And then I'm also there for different events, and we're going to be planning a high tea soon. And that's going to be on August 10th on a Saturday. We're giving it a shot. It is summertime.
Sure.
High tea, but if you've ever been to, I don't know if you've ever been to a high tea, they do little finger sandwiches
never even
and
been to a low tea.
scones, and it's a nice setup. And then I'm going to be there with another reader, this woman Kat and myself, and we're going to do combo readings where you get 10 minutes with her, 10 minutes with me.
Hey, we do that too.
Yeah. So
That's a
I'm
great
going to
idea.
do the angels and tarot cards, and she's going to do psychic medium and palm.
Oh,
And tea
interesting.
leaves too.
Oh, yeah?
Tea leaves.
My grandmother did.
Yeah.
tea leaves, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're also going to be at the Lion's Den on, when is it? Next Sunday?
This Sunday.
This Sunday.
This Sunday coming up, what's today anyway,
28th.
Monday? Oh. This Sunday coming up, the 28th, we'll be at the Lion's Den in West RISEUP. Maria will also be there. For those of you on the island that are watching and want to get a reading, you come down to the Lion's Den and we'll be doing readings there. There is a small fee, but you'll be able to enjoy yourself at the Lion's Den. It'll be fun. Somebody's calling from Connecticut. Okay. Hello, welcome to the Casper Paranormal View. You're on delay. Silence.
Jody, hi, sorry.
Hi, Jody. Shut that thing off.
I am. I did.
Troublemaker. Say hello to Maria.
That would be me.
Say hello.
Hi.
Hello.
All right, come on. You got to get through this now. Turn off your computer.
It's off.
All right. You want a reading?
Yeah.
All right. Take it over.
Okay, and your name is Jody?
Yep.
Okay, Jody. Let me ask you, can you say your birth date and just say, hi, my name is Jody, and I'm going to pull a card from you. I'm going to pull one tarot card, one angel card.
My birthday is June 30th, 1964. Hello, my name is Jody.
Okay, Jody. And would you, do you have a specific question, something you'd like some insight or guidance about, or do you prefer to let Spirit show you what you most need to know that's in your highest good? Wonderful, I like that.
Yep.
Okay, whoops, ooh, look, this card fell out. Okay, I have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, and I'm going to also pull an angel card for you too, Jody. Okay. So I have one tarot card, and I'm going to pull an angel card. I feel like I want to stop right here. Okay, teaching and learning, Knight of Pentacles reversed. Okay, Knight of Pentacles reversed is a Virgo energy, first of all. Okay, Virgos are very analytical. They really take their time thinking things out. They're very strong workers. Okay, however, this card is reversed. So it's showing me that there may be a tendency not to put as much thought into things as we normally do for some reason. Okay. Okay. You also have the card of teaching and learning from the Archangel Oracle deck, and it's Archangel Zadkiel. Zadkiel says, keep an open mind, learn new ideas, and teach these ideas to others. Okay. Are you considering learning something new, or are you in the process already of studying something, something new?
Yes.
Okay. Has there been a little bit of a delay and the point you wanted to be at this point? Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Are you having second thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What you need to do is you need to get clear with what it is that you really want to achieve. Okay? I'm going to pull another card for you. I feel compelled to go to my Angel Therapy deck. Okay? What you need to do, Archangel Zadkiel, he can help you with anything that you need to study or learn. Okay? So if there's anything that's feeling a little bit overwhelming and you feel like it's a little too much, you could ask him for help with that. Okay? You could also ask him to help you, be a little easier going on yourself, because sometimes we just need a break, Sometimes we can't just keep pushing ourselves. If you're finding yourself slowing down a little bit and it's because you just feel like overwhelmed and you need to do that for yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. And you can ask Archangel Zadkiel to help you accept that, if that's going to help revive you and give you the energy to push forth. But if you're having second thoughts for some other reason, whether you're not sure if it's an area that you're interested in, that's another question. Okay? I want to just, let's see, I'm just going to pull the card like this. Okay. How is your diet lately? Are you eating a lot of vegetables and fruits?
Yes.
Okay. Are you a vegetarian by any chance?
No, but I could very well easily be one. I don't eat a lot of meat.
Okay.
Chicken.
Okay, because the card I pulled for you from the Angel Therapy deck, is the vegetarian vegan, and it says fresh organic fruits and vegetables give you a boost of a high life force energy, which elevates your spiritual frequency. So if you're having trouble focusing and you need to get clear on whatever it is that you feel like you may be in the slump about, you may want to try to stay away from heavy fatty foods and incorporate even more of the fruits and vegetables, and ask Archangel Zadkiel for guidance with anything that has to do with this line of teaching and learning and this work that you are studying for. Okay.
Okay. Great.
Okay. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Jody, have a great day.
Thanks.
All right, bye now.
Bye-bye.
So you're saying Angela wrote angel diet. I was going to say angel food cake.
Oh.
It's a lot better than devil food, right? What is that? What is it?
Devil's food cake.
Devil's food cake, right? Angel food cake. Everybody has to have a cake now.
There's a lot of people that believe that this, if you stay with the fruits and the organics, the fresh fruits and vegetables, that opens you up psychically more
Really?
too. Yeah, I mean, I
don't think anything
out.
opens you up more psychically than like a bread hot dog.
I personally need protein.
Here comes another call from Florida. By the way, I hope, are you calling for a reading?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you weren't trying to book anything.
No.
Hold on one second, because I just have to say something.
Sure.
Is this Lisa?
Lisa.
Lisa, right? All right, hold on, Lisa, 1 second. Do you do phone readings also?
Yes.
Okay, so anybody that wants a phone reading also that's not on the show tonight, you can always call her at 516-810-8940.
And you can get me via Skype as well and avoid those long distance charges. So on Skype, I'm Mystic Insights Tarot.
Wow, you know your Skype name. I don't remember, I do Skype readings a lot, but I don't, for some reason I have a problem finding myself.
Chris Johansson?
No, it's not. It's either Casper.Paranormal Research or Chris.Johansson.
Chris.Johansson.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I don't know which
Okay.
one to say, because it also says Casper.
Yeah, it does. You have both.
Okay.
Oh, I do?
I think so.
Okay, so that's the problem.
No.
All right, this is Lisa. Lisa Maria.
Hi, Lisa. How may I help you?
Hi, Maria.
Do you have a specific question, something you'd like some insight about, or would you just prefer to have Spirit show you what you most need to know that's in your highest good?
I only want to hear from Spirit.
Okay, and Lisa, when is your birthday?
December 29th, 1960.
Okay.
1960.
Yeah, and I'm not doing any calculations astrologically. I want to hear her voice. I want to get an idea. And Lisa, where are you calling from?
Florida?
Florida, okay. Okay, I'm shuffling my tarot deck. Let's see, I got 6 of Cups reversed, and I'm going to pull an angel card as well. Whoops, I just want this one. Okay.
That's a cool one.
Okay, I feel like there's something here that's going on, emotions that are connected to your past, Lisa. Have you found yourself feeling very nostalgic lately, reminiscing about old times? Or perhaps has somebody from your past come into your life? Or you find yourself thinking about somebody from your past, missing somebody, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this, I feel like it's connected to childhood, okay? Because I also pulled the Archangel Oracle card has to do with children, particularly indigo and crystal children, and Archangel Metatron says you have a bond with children. He says in particular you can help children who are sensitive. You're aware of that?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'm going to pull one more card. I'm going to go to the angel therapy deck, because there's some kind of connection here to past, to working with children, having a sensitivity about children. Okay. I got the card of Law of Attraction for you. And it says relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of these energies. Are you currently seeking out doing some work with children or for children? Or
No.
Okay, are you already doing that?
No.
Okay, you're not. Is this something you would like to do? Do you feel
No,
drawn
I'm
to?
just taking care of children
Okay,
a lot.
so you are taking care of children a lot.
Yeah.
But when you do that, is that something that gives you a sense of, really good sense of satisfaction and strong self-worth?
Absolutely.
Okay, then this is something that if you haven't considered it, you should consider doing it for money.
Okay.
Okay, because I feel like this is what Spirit's telling me, that you are meant to work with children. Okay, and if this is something that you do want to attract more of into your life, then what you need to do is use the law of attraction in your favor. Envision yourself doing the kind of work that would fulfill you the most, working with children. Actually see yourself doing the work. Daydream about it. Daydreaming is never a waste of time. It's a way to raise your vibrations, and what happens is the law of attraction, like attracts like. Whatever you are focusing your attention on the most is what you're going to draw to yourself. And you could also teach this to children, and that may very well be what you're meant to do, Lisa.
Right.
Interesting.
Huh?
All right, Lisa, do you have any other questions?
Nope. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Have
You're
a great
welcome,
night.
Lisa.
Well, Lisa,
Okay, that was interesting, right? So, do you find her to be intuitive, or does she have that? Somebody does.
I feel that she's probably the type that what they call empathic, that has a strong sense, a clairsentient type, somebody that can feel other people's feelings.
Another caller.
Okay.
that's right.
Sorry.
Okay.
Hello, Chris speaking from the Casper Paranormal View. Are you calling in for a reading tonight?
Yes, I am.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I get it. Everybody that watches the show all the time here. Okay. This is Nancy. I can see on my phone here.
Yeah.
It says that.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi.
Okay, take it over.
Okay, Nancy, this is Maria Moss, Mystic Insights Tarot. Nancy, when's your birthday?
September 22nd, 1964.
Okay. And where are you from?
Florida.
You're from Florida? Okay, we have another call from Florida. Very, very interesting. Okay. And I just want to hear your voice. It helps me tune into your energy. Nancy, do you have a specific question, something you'd like some insight or guidance about? Or do you prefer to let Spirit show you what you most need to know that's in your highest good?
Spirit, please.
Okay. Ah, you got the Fool card from the tarot.
Uh-oh.
No, that's very good. Okay, that's spirit. That's spirit at its main level. Hold on. Okay, and we got chakra clearing from my archangel deck. Okay, the Fool. The Fool says you are about to embark in a whole new phase of life. Okay, this is an opportunity, a fresh opportunity. There may be an element of risk involved, but this is a time where you really need to have blind faith to step forward, moving towards your goals. So is there something new that you are interested in going forward with, something brand new?
Right.
Okay. Yes? You can validate that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, the other card I got is Archangel Metatron for chakra clearing. Okay, and Archangel Metatron says, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. Okay, Archangel Metatron, one of the things that I like about Archangel Metatron is he can help bend time or space. So he can help you achieve your goals faster than you could ever imagine. Okay, you have to remember one thing. If you're a spiritual person, if you're a person of faith, there's no limits on God in heaven. Okay, we don't want to put any limits or constraints on them. Whatever we can dream of, there's never anything too big that if we ask for it and we believe we can have it, that we can't have. Okay, there's no dream that is too big for Spirit and for God. Okay, so just know that whatever it is that you desire right now, Ask the angels to support you, to guide you. Ask Angel Metatron to help you achieve your goals even faster and have that blind faith to move forward.
That was an amazing reading.
Okay.
Any other questions? Any other questions?
No, thank you. Thank you so much.
All right,
You're welcome.
bye now.
Uh,
I just want to elaborate a little bit just on that.
You got the chills. Yeah.
I did, and that's what I wanted to
You
show
were
you.
getting something.
Well, amazingly not, I read this lady.
Like last week or something.
It was identical
To
to
what
what
you
you
just
did.
said.
Yeah.
And if you see now, here it
Yeah, I
comes
see that. You
again.
get, yeah.
It's identical. That was awesome. That was an awesome reading.
Yeah, that
to,
was good.
to where I got the chills. It
Okay.
was just amazing.
Spot on, yeah.
Hi, welcome to the Casper Paranormal View. Did you call for a reading?
yes, I did.
Okay, can you shut off the background noise?
Sure, hold on. Okay.
That was
Is that better?
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. Go ahead. You got Maria here.
Hi, this is Maria Moss.
Hi.
Hi, and your first name?
Gloria.
Gloria. And Gloria, when's your birthday?
My birthday is March the 5th.
Okay, March the 5th, Gloria. And where are you from? What state?
Actually, what state? New York.
Oh, you're from New York, okay. Okay, Gloria, do you have a specific question, something you'd like some insight or guidance about, or do you prefer to ask Spirit to show you what you most need to know that's in your highest good?
That sounds good.
Okay. You got it, Gloria.
Okay.
All right, let's see what we got. Okay. Okay, I got 5 of Pentacles reversed from my tarot deck. Now I'm moving over to my Archangel Oracle deck, and I'm going to pull a card from there. Just give me a moment. Gloria, March 5th. I want to stop right here. Okay, moon cycles. Okay, Gloria, you sound pleasant on the phone and pretty upbeat, but have you been finding yourself feeling a little depressed and down lately?
You know what? A little bit.
A little bit, okay.
There's something actually going on, yeah, in my life that, yeah.
Okay, because the card the 2 cards I picked, I got 5 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, and 5 of Pentacles tells me that there may have been some difficult financial times or a period where you maybe were having some issues with health, but the card is reversed, so it's not as intense anymore. So I believe that that's kind of like moving on its way out, and it's all a matter of positive thinking, working with the angels, intention, law of attraction that's going to help you. Also pay attention to the moon, cycles of the moon, because if you find that you have days where you're feeling, more positive, and other days that you're just in a funk for some reason and you just don't know why, you can't put your finger on it. Take a look at, a lunar calendar and see what cycles the moon are in. Also your own monthly cycle as a female, okay? Because this is telling me there may be some female issues that may be causing your moods to wax and wane like the moon.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe you need, maybe it's a good idea if you haven't had a checkup in a while. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you, but if you're feeling this way, there may be a time to go and get a checkup. Okay.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
but the 5 of Pentacles is reversed, so that is showing me the card isn't as strong, and you can come out of this. It does want to get you out of this cycle. I want to pull one more card for you. I want to pull one from the Angel Therapy deck. And I just want to see what I get from there. Twin flame. Okay, it says the answer to your question involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. Okay, have you had romance issues, and is there somebody that you've been wanting to connect with? Somebody that you feel? Are you married, by the way?
Yes, I'm married.
You are married. Okay. Do you feel that your husband has kind of always, like when you met him, did you feel like you always knew him?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it could very well be what they call a twin flame. Okay. This is somebody that's like, it's like your twin soul. Okay. Like you're supposed to be together. Okay. So I don't know if if you've been having any issues lately and maybe not getting along as well as you normally do. But then again, you want to look at the lunar cycles and your monthly cycles. So if there's any issues with that going on, that could also be the culprit. Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
All righty. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, that's it. How's the night's reading?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for calling.
Okay, thank
All right,
you.
bye now.
Have a good night.
That was pretty good. Somebody from Syracuse was also calling in too. I'm not sure who that was, but I couldn't answer
Amazing,
at the
right?
same
The
time.
cards could read person.
I don't necessarily know if it's the cards that are reading it or is this young lady that's amazing. I think it's a combination of both. She tunes into the cards tune into her, she tunes into the person. That's the only thing I can think.
I'm very visual. I can do readings without cards too, but it takes a lot more energy, like I said, and it's not something I've worked on as long as I've done with the cards. But I can sit and I get like images in my mind's eye. The other day I was reading for a woman on the phone, and as clear as if it was a photograph in front of my face, I saw this beautiful smoky gray cat with a big round head, and I just knew it was a male. And long story short, it ended up being a cat that was no longer with them. It was a cat that belonged to her daughter, and it was very significant that this cat showed up when he did, because the daughter, was really needing to know that her cat was still around her. I don't want to get into like the details of somebody's personal reading, but that's just like how like this, I'm talking to her on the phone, and as I'm hearing her voice, that's why I like the people to talk a little bit more. I want to hear their voice, so it helps me get into their energy if they're not sitting in front of me.
Come on.
Disconnected.
It's but we're still recording, so we want to keep on going. When we put it on YouTube, and we promote it, that's what we do. So for some reason, Cablevision stops the recording, and it's trying to reconnect, but it still records onto the computer. So we have 5 minutes left.
Okay.
Mystic Insights Tarot at 516-810-8940. I'm getting it down after the 30th time I said it. We're also going to be at the Lion's Den, July 28th, right, at 4 o'clock? 4 o'clock, if you want a reading. But make sure you call her, because let me tell you something. Okay, we're perfect streaming right now. I think your readings were amazing. And I know for a fact that one of them was completely spot on. The others, I don't know personally, like I did this one, because I did the reading myself to her. It was just like, it was amazing. Because it's exactly what I had talked about.
This is not unusual. When we're on the radio show, on the Angels Monday radio show, which is the show that I'm on every Monday at 4 p.m. via Blog Talk Radio, the Angels Monday radio show, there's 3 of us, myself and 2 other co-hosts, and Dax, he'll do numerology, and then there's Pterodactyl, and she'll do cards. She's also a certified angel card reader and a tarot card reader, and I'll do cards, or sometimes I'll just scribble down notes on my notepad, whatever comes to mind as the person is talking and I'm hearing their voice. But every one of the readings that we do, and they're all little mini readings because it's quick on the phone, but they all complement each other, and they're all like honing in on the same issues. So it doesn't really matter whether you're using cards, whether you're just a psychic reader, whether you're using a pendulum, whatever it may be. Spirit is going to speak, and they're going to get their point across, and this is just one tool. Cards are just one tool, okay?
Agreed.
You use your own energy. That's your tool. You have your crystals in your pocket. That's part of it.
Agreed.
So it really doesn't matter, the tool.
I have to actually hold my hematite in my hand when I'm doing the reading.
Oh, okay, so that's how you're making your connection.
Everything is
Very interesting.
hematite.
Okay. I have to get a reading from you one day.
You might after this. But anyway, our time is up, believe it or not. It went pretty quick. Anything else you want to add? I thought it was very interesting. Everybody's saying it was a great show.
Yeah, they said
I have
readings
people
are
on
great.
here that are saying it's a great show. They texted me that it was a great show.
You should come back.
Yeah,
See us at
we'd
the
love to have
Lions
you.
Den
Yeah.
on Sunday.
Absolutely. Again, if you want a reading from Maria, you can call 516-810-8940 off the air. She does phone, Skype, and in-person readings. And what about the tea room again? You want to mention that?
Okay, yes, Long Island Cooking, Cafe and Tea Room in Islip, New York. I'm there every Wednesday from 1 to 3:30 p.m. We also are booking, we're now taking reservations for a high tea. It's on a Saturday afternoon, August 10th, beginning at 1 p.m. And that will be combo readings. So you'll get 10 minutes with me and 10 minutes with another reader, this woman, Kat, wonderful reader as well. And you'll have a choice of a variety of type of readings: angels, tarot cards, palm, psychic, medium readings. What else does she do?
Tea leaves?
On the tea leaves, you're right. It's a high tea. How can I forget the tea leaves? And we're also going to have a dinner September 27th. It's a Friday evening. And that begins at 6 o'clock. And we'll again be doing combo readings, but there won't be tea leaves because that's a dinner. I also do parties. And if you book a party, hostess reading is always free. And you can get me at mysticinsightstarot.com.
All right, perfect.
I put it in.
Yeah, you put it in a few times. Click on her website, guys. Go to her Facebook page. Talk to her. Tune into her show, which is every Monday at 4 o'clock, right?
Every Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern.
Right. Look for the invites, guys. If you click on her page, she may invite you to the show. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll talk to you in 2 weeks where Blue Chip Marketing will be our guest. Blue Chip Marketing on Long Island will be our guest in 2 weeks. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to
the perception towards a more positive outlook. So even though I have this distress,
Had heart bypass surgery, and then it just kept continuing. I've had 4 open heart surgeries.
This is Chris.
on our way to our investigation out in Sound Beach. We're here in a house in Massapequa to do an investigation. Any one of you have a question? She's a mature woman. It's an older woman. Older styled hair. She's going to confirm it, but that's exactly what it is. It's an older woman that's been here for a long time.
Yes, her name is Mary.
Is your name Mary? Make the flashlight light if your name is Mary.
Mary. Thank you. Welcome to the Casper Paranormal View. I am Chris. Angela's over there, and our special guest, Maria. We are going to listen and learn from this young lady that's over here. And we have the 2 aliens in the back over there. Say hello, aliens.
Hello.
All right.
Hello, ladies.
They did that well. We practiced that, by the way.
For divination, and that's how it spread and eventually made it to where we use it today.
Karaoke.
But, you know, one thing...
You go in the bar and you sing.
Really?
It's called karaoke.
For a deck to have lasted, a deck of cards to have been modified and used over and over again, and so many people put their own design and their own flair, so many different artists put their own spin on these decks, and it's the widespread use all over the world. There must be something to it. How
like
does
Chinese
something...
ancient medicine.
Right, like how does it last?
You're right. There's got to be some truth to it because
You're getting something from it.
it works apparently, or else it would have been gone long ago.
Exactly.
So I don't know. I don't understand it, but you're right. It's got to work. I've seen people like Anu do readings,
Right.
and she's spot on, right? I mean,
Right.
believe it or not, she's spot on. I don't know how it works.
And I don't know exactly which deck she has, but it's one of the Rider decks.
I'm not sure.
The difference, see, there's other tarot decks that are not based on Rider Waite. Rider Waite had Alfred Edward Waite. I hope I'm not getting his name wrong. He was the person that created the deck, and he had an artist, Pamela Coleman Smith, do all the paintings. And what he did to make the cards unique, because before that, I believe there was the Tarot of the Messiah, which was from France. The cards that they call the pip cards, which are the aces through tens, they didn't have explicit pictures on them and pictures with detail and different scenes. They just had whatever the suit was, whether it was swords, whether it was wands, batons, whatever some people call them wands, some call them batons.
Right.
The pentacles, the the cups. They didn't have these scenes that are so, you look at the picture and, look at this one right here, for example, the Four of Pentacles. It has a very unique scene to it. And then let me pick it. Oh, here's another four, the Four of Swords. Very different, okay?
Right.
So each card, here's a Page of Pentacles, a different picture. Ten of Cups, another different picture. Now, in the like the Tarot of the Messiah, you would have maybe all 10 cups on the card, but you wouldn't see this happy couple standing there looking like they're having a grand old time. The cups are made to look like it's a rainbow, and they have the children, and
It's good fortune for them.
Everything is good. You know that this is a good card by looking at it. And there really are no good or negative cards. It's another whole topic. But when you look at this, immediately you're thinking happiness, a happy family. Okay.
No.
Where
I have a question for you. When you read and you pick up this card, you interpret it to. It should be on vibrate. Who did that? Is that you, Alien? Too?
They actually started in the 15th century.
So my question
14th or 15th. I'm not sure exactly.
Lisa.
My question is, do you interpret this, like say for instance Annie was sitting here,
right,
and she picked up this card, would she interpret this different than you?
Probably not, because the basic overall meaning of that card reflects happiness.
That's what I'm curious. Yeah,
So
I'm curious
I would
about
think,
that.
you're really not going to get a feeling of sadness no matter what looking at this card. I mean, if the card's reversed, well, now it could have an opposite meaning.
No, is that possible? Even if you pick the card out of the deck and it's reversed?
Yeah, if the card's reversed. And some readers don't read reverse cards. They'll just turn all the cards right side up. And that's a decision you have to make before you actually shuffle and get into your meditation, whatever you're going to do to tune in. You have to decide, am I going to pay attention to reversals or not?
And do you?
I do, usually, okay, but it depends also. See, like this is one of the numbered cards. All the tarot cards, the different versions, they'll have different designs on the back side. And there may be some variation to the coloration as far as the brightness or dullness of the colors. And I like the Radiant deck because the colors are very vibrant. So it's your basic Rider-Waite deck, but it has much more vibrant colors. So that's why I like this deck.
Interesting.
Okay. Then we have here my Archangel's Oracle card deck. This is not a tarot deck, it's an Oracle deck.
And there's a difference.
And there is a difference. Tarot cards are an old system that's been around for centuries. Okay, no one really knows how long the tarot cards have been around.
But how long do you think they've been around? Do you know?
Probably somewhere through the 1500s.
And excuse me
That's
for all
what
you
I've
gypsies
learned.
out there, but is that what like the gypsies used to use back in the day?
They believe that there's different variations to the story. There are some people that believe that the gypsies helped spread the use of the tarot cards for divination. Originally, the tarot cards were a deck that was created for the elite, for the aristocrats, and it was called Taroki, and it was actually a card game. It wasn't used for divination.
Wow.
Right, so it wasn't until later on that it began to be used.
Card game like poker?
I'm not familiar with the game, but I believe from what I've learned, actually, there was mostly the trumps. I think they played mostly with the trumps, which would be the major arcana part of the deck. And then later on, somebody decided to add in the court cards and the the pip cards, and I'm really not up on the history of it all. I'm just telling you from what I remember.
Right.
You can look this up and read it online. But it was basically, it started from a tarot game called Taroki in Italy for the aristocrats, and then people began to see other uses for it, and some people say the gypsies started using it.
They were in sync.
Yes, that was very good. So, Maria, tell us this Mystic Insights Tarot.
Right.
Where did you come up with that name?
Oh, after writing lists of all different names and saying them out loud and showing them to other people. Originally, it was just Mystic Insights. It was Mystic Insights, Intuitive Guidance, and Empowerment through Tarot. And I worked with a partner. And then the partner left, and I decided to stay on myself, and I decided to change the name around to Mystic Insights Tarot, Intuitive Guidance, and Empowerment.
It's a long.
I can't pronounce that. I can't do that.
It's very long.
No.
I wanted the name to give folks an idea of what I do just by reading the name itself. You know, maybe not having heard of me and say, gee, what does, Maria Mas do? Well, Mystic Insights Tarot, Intuitive Guidance, and Empowerment, it tells you that I give you intuitive guidance and empowerment through tarot.
That's a mouthful, though, to remember.
Yeah, it is.
Mine's nice and easy.
Just have to remember mysticinsightstarot.com. That's my website.
There you go. Make sure you visit it, but not yet. Okay, wait till we...
We'll repost again later.
Yes. Although she's already reposted the .com on the chat thing here. It looks like it came into a link too. Yeah,
Alien
press on
jumped the gun.
It goes right on there. Good job.
Good typist.
Yes, absolutely.
Quick.
Fast fingers.
So we're here to talk about exactly what you do. You have about 40 decks on the table here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I exaggerate. I'm sorry. 5 decks. I'm assuming they're all the same?
Oh, no.
Oh, all right. Well, then why don't you tell us? I don't know the difference between these decks.
Okay, well, we have my tried and true Radiant Rider deck.
Radiant Rider.
Radiant Rider weight deck. And this is a tarot deck, and it's based on the universal weight, which is the classic Rider weight deck. Okay, but the difference of this one is